Hello there, it's me, RGB, one and only. And today we continue with GangnamLife against our very own HamburgerSasu, the burger boy, the one and only, the extravagant, eccentric, Gosu fastest map 1v1 player, and the not so eccentric but more secretive 1v1 fastest map player, GangnamLife. So in the past videos, both players won a single game. They won a Protoss against Terran, kind of to be expected. And now we're going to look at a Zerg against Terran. So we're gonna see a little switch up in races. First off, we got GangnamLife on the Zerg and Hamburger Boy on the Terran. The orange Terran, to be more exact and precise. Kind of curious to see how this is gonna turn out. HamburgerSasu, a very skilled Terran player, but GangnamLife himself is not too shabby on the Zerg. He's pretty damn good. They both picked their races, so they both know what they're up against. Overlord scouting to the side, Overlord going to the front, gonna hang up onto the hill there in the front. Hatchery, yeah, pool hatchery, build order, very standard stuff. Hatchery number 2 there on the way very soon as well. HamburgerSasu starts off with double barracks. Not triple barracks, double barracks into a gas. There's a very fast gas, a very slow third barracks. Maybe he's not even going for a third one. We might be seeing a very fast academy there though. He goes for a very quick scout. He only scouts the entrances. He isn't going all the way into the base because he's expecting to find a hatchery somewhere in the choke. He finds the hatchery in the choke. The SV has arrived there on the scene. Drone arrives there as well. Hatchery's very close to finishing, but not close enough. He's going to try to start a bunker. Maybe not going to try to start a bunker, but Marines are on the way from across the map, ready to start some trouble there in the front. Oh, that's a lot of drones there being pulled to the front. Starts his first sunken. Although they're high up in the air, he's not starting a second sunken. Is he not expecting more Marines? Zerglings are on the way. That's 2 finished. 2 more on the way there in the front. And he's making drone. And HamburgerSasu going to walk. Oh, he's not going to walk around. He turns around, walks away, because he knows he can't fight into all those Zerglings with only 2 Marines around the middle. So instead he starts a factory on the middle, and he's going to try to keep the factory safe by keeping his Marines there inside the pathway to keep those Zerglings away from harming the factory. So in this case, HamburgerSasu has the factory on the way, but GangnamLife doesn't know what's happening. GangnamLife might just get pushed by a very fast tank push that he's not prepared to deal with. He's got a lair on the way there in the back. He's mining gas. He's doing pretty well. Has sunken number 2 there on the way in the front as well, spacing them out quite a bit. He's trying to cover both the left and the right of the hatchery. Not sure how many more sunkens he's going to build there. The Overlord there hanging on the side, a little bit exposed, but I don't think HamburgerSasu will go there anytime soon. Academy on the way, got the refinery number 2 also on the way, so yeah, he needs 2 gas. He's not going for a fast starter or a second factory, just a single factory. It's probably one of the fastest factories after barracks I've seen in a while. We got it before Stim, got it before the Academy, got it before spending gas on anything else. This is a very fast factory, which means we're going to see a very, very fast siege mode and very fast tanks and a very early push that's going to start. Now, GangnamLife is still spacing out his sunkens. Most of the time, Koreans, something you can see in their plays, they built their sunkens very compact because they are expecting a Marine medic frontal attack. And if you space out those sunkens, the sunkens in the back here, as you can see, the sunken in the back there is not going to be of support to the 2 sunkens in the front when Marines come attacking in the front. Because Marines have arranged themselves and they're going to be too far away from the one in the back. So he builds, yeah, he's just spacing them out because he's trying to go for something funky. He's got Lurker aspect on the way there. It's on 2 gas. He's got 1 hatchery in the back, 1 hatchery in the front, and a main. You've got a Hydra on the way. He's going for a Ling. Oh, this might turn out very bad because there's a bunker there in the front, but he saw the bunker. He's getting all the way around it, and he's attacking everything he can. But oh, the damage from the Marines and the tank is just too high. Wow. Okay. Okay. That was about the worst attempt at anything ever, and that's just purely because he thought he could do something, but it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. Looks like HamburgerSasu finished his Marine stim just in time to deal with the Zerglings rushing in to get the attack done. He's got some Hydras on the way now, only on 16 drones, getting more Zerglings as well to, of course, help those Lurkers once they finish to get in closer on the tanks. Oh no, the game is going very bad here. The game is going very bad, but HamburgerSasu is losing a lot of Marines. He lost a lot of Marines, only has 6 of them left. A lot of medics there though, 2 tanks, more Marines coming from the base across the map. He's building a lot of barracks, so about 5 barracks there. 2 of them finished, 3 on the way. He's now taking down the hatchery in the front. Lurkers are being morphed. HamburgerSasu hasn't seen them yet, but the engineering base flying closer and closer towards the lurkers. He's going to spot them out. Zerglings are moving to the sides. Oh yeah, he spots it out. He spots out the lurkers. Now going to the side there, but he's going to run straight into Zerglings. He's running straight into a trap, and now he's actually in a pretty bad situation. He's going to have to pull back because there's a lot of units that are getting us around, getting in between the tanks and the Marines. And yeah, he's going to just blur up right in between. There's no detection, no scan, nothing that can keep these units alive except running away with tail between his legs. And he's going to chase him down. Lurker's getting close. One lurker goes down to the damage there from the tank and sieges up. Lurker's sieging up. Oh, loses another lurker. So this, yeah, he cannot progress past this area. That's for certain. 15 drones now. Engineering bay there flying further into the back. He's getting his 3rd hatchery again. Because he just lost it. He's pulling all of his drones off the gas, putting them on the minerals to get more minerals into the tank. Because he's got so many minerals, he's completely fine in that regard. He makes another wave of Zerglings because he needs Zerglings to assist those lurkers in moving forward. Because if the lurkers don't have assistance, they will die to the tank. So yeah, Zerglings going in, Zerglings tanking the tank shots, and lurkers burrowing up next to the tanks, gonna kill everything they can. Pew pew pam ba bam bam boom. And yeah, things are going down pretty damn fast. Now you put the engineering bay on top of the minerals, but it doesn't really hurt GangnamLife too much because he's got Hydras finished and they're going to take down that engineering bay. And he's got more drones. No, he doesn't have drones on the way. He's making Hydras instead. HamburgerSasu sieges up further away. He's losing the factory. He's trying to finish one more tank before the factory goes down. And he's going to lift up and fly away to safety and hopefully repair it just in time. There he goes, lifts it up. He's going to fly to safety, retreats back to the safety of his own base. He has a starport finished. He's got a science facility on the way, and he's getting 2 machine shops for his 2 factories there in the base. He cancelled one of his 5 barracks because he started to realize that maybe more Marines isn't the answer. Marines don't do too well against lurkers in very tight, narrow areas. So yeah, he's just gonna go into mech with a little bit of Marine support, but mostly focus on vessels, tanks, and another engineering bay because he lost his engineering bay and he needs some upgrades if he's going for this large a number of Marines. We've got the lurkers there on the middle. Scan comes down onto GangnamLife's base. HamburgerSasu now has a little bit more information. A couple more lurkers running across the map. He's going to try to push into this very fortified and strong choke point. A bunker, Marines, tanks behind it as well. He's actually not. He's not. He's moving to the side. Got Zerglings entering the middle as well. Where are they gonna go? That is the big question of the day. Where are the Zerglings gonna go? Got Radiate on the way there for HamburgerSasu. It's gonna be a very important upgrade. The Radiate upgrade. It might just kill drones. It might kill lurkers. Not sure what he's gonna do with it, but he has a lot of options. And he's flying across the map. Scanning. He's scouting forward. He's checking if there's lurkers burrowed up right there in the front door. There aren't. But HamburgerSasu might now feel safe enough to move out and go for an attack, which might actually be what GangnamLife is looking for, because he's keeping these units out of any vision. He's keeping them out of the pathway that HamburgerSasu is going to take when he moves across the map. He's going to find those lurkers, and when he attacks those lurkers, these units are going to come in from the side and get us around on everything HamburgerSasu has. HamburgerSasu throws out another scan. Sees the base there, sees that there's a Queen's Nest on the way, a lot of Zerglings moving and leaving the base. He doesn't quite know how many drones there are, because you can't just see that by looking. So he doesn't really know how rich GangnamLife is. GangnamLife now making waves of drones. He's going to prepare himself for hive tech and, well, a progression into hive tech, really. He needs defilers. He needs defilers and needs them badly. Vessels leaving. Going to scout the maps. Left side, right side. Pretty smart move because they're pretty fast. Just checking if there's anything on the sides. He just wants to play this smart and safe. The army there from GangnamLife moving into... Ooh, he's not moving into the middle. He's gonna get spotted out here by the vessel. He got spotted out. Both his armies get spotted out. Pure luck. He's just looking and scouting the map, seeing if there's overlords and basically a path for his vessels to move onto the drones. They kill those drones with a Radiate. Let's hope. No, he still has Burrow on the way. He's gonna lose some drones there. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty bad hit. Loses 9 of them. Another vessel there on the way, though. Lurkers and Zerglings are splitting up. Where do the lurkers go? Oh, there the lurkers are. And yeah, there comes Raid. Oh, he goes for the Radiate on the vessel itself. Burrow hasn't finished yet. He's going to finish it very soon, though. But he's going to lose more drones before the Burrow finishes. Loses one more. Loses two more. Burrow is finished. But it's actually a little bit too late for Burrow to still be effective. Although he can still save the ones he still has. He's going to have to use his Burrow very quick. This situation is going very bad. Very, very, very bad for GangnamLife here. The situation is completely slipping out of his hands. It wasn't a pretty good situation because he would have had like 40, maybe 45 drones alive at this point. He would have gotten himself a nice defiler, mound, defiler consume. He would have had more gas. He'd just have a lot more drones, a lot more money in the tank, and he'd be able to prepare himself for the very soon to be incoming mass attack from HamburgerSasu, and he'd probably be able to hold it off. But in this situation, the game is looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty sour. It put those lurkers in the middle pretty nicely. He's going to slow down HamburgerSasu a little bit, but he's going to scout forward first with the vessels for sure. He's not just going to walk right in there, right? He's not just going to walk right straight into those. He's not, right? He's not going to walk straight, is he? Oh, he gets spot. Oh, he walks straight into the lurkers. He doesn't lose too many though, because GangnamLife didn't put them on hold position, so not too many of them do go down. That situation actually doesn't go as bad as it could have. Burrows up once again, but I really feel like he's gonna scout ahead. I think he scanned this portion there. Lurkers once again moving away. Zerglings on the right. Zerglings on the right, splitting up. Some of them get pulled into the fight there. The upgrades at the moment are looking pretty good for HamburgerSasu. Level 1 attack there on the Marines. He got upgrades on the way for his tanks as well. No upgrades whatsoever for GangnamLife though, because he simply doesn't have the money to do so. Although he's recovering pretty well now, 46 drones, but he would have had like 60 if the Radiate didn't hit him at that specific time. He walks straight into the lurkers. Oh no, now, okay, this is pretty bad stuff. That's pretty bad stuff. Now he comes from behind, he's gonna try to kill everything he can, but there's so many Marines. Oh, he goes for a surround. Oh, a couple of... Oh, there was one Marine on the side that was slowing down the Zerglings. Oh, if that one Marine wasn't there on the right side, all the Zerglings would have gotten in for the surround, and the situation would have played out very different. But the one Marine there on the side, slowing down all the Zerglings, kind of completely ruined the surround attempt from GangnamLife. Things just aren't going too well for him. Radiating the lurkers, running away to safety with the vessels. One vessel goes down, but the other vessel gets saved by the Marines. He's got to consume on the way, but he doesn't have enough time. A lot of units there in the backside, though. Is he going to stay alive with his army? Is he going to stay alive? There's a lot of Zerglings, a lot of lurkers, a lot of units there in the front. He's going to try to go in. He tries to go in, but there's so many tanks in the backside. He's moving forward. He's not taking out the vessel there. He's chasing down the vessel. Vessel gets taken down. He misses the... Vessel stays alive. Yes, vessel goes down in the end, but all lurkers. There's only 2 of them left alive. And HamburgerSasu does have a scan in the tank to detect those lurkers, so things not going well. He's got the defiler there in the back, but Consume not yet finished. He doesn't have any lurkers there in the back, so the lurkers in the front are getting taken down because another vessel arrives on the scene. Now he's just getting closer and closer towards the drones. He's close. Tank that could shoot on the... Oh, he gets a Radiate off. Oh, he has Burrow. Why isn't he burrowing his drones? He's got Burrow. Did he forget he got Burrow? He forgot he got Burrow. Oh no, yeah, he has Burrow. As you can see, he has Burrow. He could have prevented losing all those drones if he just burrowed them up instead of splitting them up. He must have forgotten he got it. Yeah, the game is over, and that game, it was really well played from both players, but everything GangnamLife tried to do just kind of... Things just went wrong, and sometimes, you know, sometimes you do the right things, but it just doesn't work. Sometimes things just go wrong by a tiny little bit. He was doing everything right. Things just didn't work out. I mean, he had the right intentions, but there was such a weird interaction between what both players were doing that everything just went wrong. That's what I meant to say. Everything just kind of went wrong. That's just the reality of StarCraft. Sometimes things... You got something in your mind, and you just kind of don't connect with the target. That's the reality of StarCraft. The score, anyway, is 2 wins for HamburgerSasu, 1 win for GangnamLife, and now we're back in a ZVT, but this time around it's a cross map with Hamburger Boy on the Zerg, and our very own GangnamLife on the Terran, the other side of the map. Now, I must admit, this game is probably in favor of GangnamLife, because Terran against Zerg, Terrans just do really well against Zerg, specifically in the Korean community. There are some players who have some very interesting build orders that they've been trying to refine and hone. Like, for example, Buell has started using Scan's ZVT. And Scan's ZVT is honestly really good. It's really good. It's basically constructed around a normal map Guardian Hydra build order, where first you go for Mutalisks, and with great Mutalisk Micro, which is basically the key point in the build order. You need really strong Mutalisk Micro with Scan's ZVT build order, and then you basically try to keep the Terran away. You try to peel away the outer layers of the Marine Ball and the tanks and try to keep them away from entering your base. And then you switch over into Guardians and you get a lot of drones, a bunch of Hydras, and then more drones, and you basically push back the Terran back into their base and you macro up really hard. You macro up really, really hard. You got a bunch of hatcheries, a bunch of drones, and then you just try to out macro the Terran within the 10 to 15 minute time frame when the Terran is really trying really hard to get their own economy up and running while trying to contain you. But the tables have flipped in that situation. I hope I can soon show you a replay of that specific scenario where Scan puts someone in that scenario or in a situation where he's pushing back with the Zerg with the Guardian Hydra combination. Maybe I can show one of Beal's replays. That's also up for grabs, of course. Both options are great options, and they're very recent 2021 replays. Anyway, back to the game. I think I've filled up enough time talking about that hypothetical situation with Scan's ZVT strategy. HamburgerSasu here going for double hatchery pool into a fourth hatchery. This is one of the build orders he really likes to do. He doesn't... Sometimes he goes for a choke, sometimes he goes for a chokeless Zerg with a lot of gas. He gets Zergling speed, gets Zerglings as well. He's going to try to basically micro-macro, multitask better than you can and try to find ways to deal damage. It's really interesting, really eccentric playstyle that you really need high APM for to pull off. Not many players can do this. This is a very difficult style of playing Zerg. Basically, HamburgerSasu is, I think, one of the very best at it. GangnamLife micros his way into... We try to escape there by clipping through, but he can't escape with the SCV, so he doesn't really know what HamburgerSasu is up to. Maybe he kind of puzzled together the fact that there's no choke here, and that HamburgerSasu is most likely on this bottom right corner spawn location. Maybe he isn't, but I think he's going to assume that he is. He sent over another SCV. This time around, there's no Zerglings to stop it from happening. And the same situation kind of happens here on the other side of the map, where HamburgerSasu finds Marines, doesn't get into the base, but, you know, he finds Marines. So he's going to assume that GangnamLife is right there. Got Stim on the way there for GangnamLife. Second command center is finished, getting a third gas as well. Getting an engine factory, actually. Getting medics in a factory. Not yet getting an engineering bay. A lot of... He spots out the Zerglings. He spots out the build order at a very good timing, actually. The timing he had on finding HamburgerSasu's base while those Zerglings were leaving, he can now kind of piece together the build order that HamburgerSasu is going for. This information is crucial, but he's moving into the middle of the map. Now things are getting dangerous. He's exposing himself to a Zergling surround, and HamburgerSasu goes in for the surround, gets on top of the Marines. Marines are stimming though. With the help of the medics, they fight off those Zerglings without much issue. So now he's going to pull back. Lairs finished. Hylas Den also finished. He's getting a Lurker tech, getting more drones as well. He's got 2 Sunkets to keep himself safe, but his 2 Sunkets might not be enough. Zerglings there in the middle, trying to buy some time by dashing back and forth, keeping track of where those Marines are going. Got a 4th barrack on the way for GangnamLife and a starport already. Getting a range now for the Marines too, still only on double gas. Finds an Overlord but can't kill it because it's safe up on the high ground. And he's going to wait there in the front. He's going to wait in the front. No, he's not waiting. He's going in. He's going in. Range almost finished. Siege mode on the way. Tank on the way as well. More medics queued up as well. Looking for an opening. HamburgerSasu trying to basically... Oh, he finds an Overlord and kills it. That's pretty bad for HamburgerSasu. Tries to go in for the bottom side, but HamburgerSasu just made a sunken there, so that option is off the table. Now he tries to go in for a surround on those Marines. He's not going for a surround. He's trying to intercept reinforcements on the middle. Runs straight into them. Goes for the attack, but he's a little bit too late with the attack move. The Marines there come out on top with the stun attack. Now they're going to regroup with the other Marines, get healed up by the medics, and basically be a very strong fighting force. Now this overlord there from HamburgerSasu is, I think, able to spot out most of the units leaving HamburgerSasu's GangnamLife's base. Not sure. Let me just see. You can see them leaving. That's important information. Knowing what's coming your way allows you to prepare for defending against it. Lurkers have finished morphing. More lurkers along the way. Barrels up. Oh, he runs straight. Ooh, great scan. Great target firing, but there's one more lurker there in the back, and there's too many sunkers to fight into. So yeah, he's forced to pull back. Forced to retreat for now. You have to wait for the tanks to arrive on the scene. Maybe wait for the vessel as well, but he's not yet making a science facility. Yes, the science facility finished, in fact. Siege is up. More lurkers are there. The lurkers are trying to burrow up, but oh, great target firing there. Great back and forth movement there from GangnamLife. A lot of lurkers have arrived. HamburgerSasu goes in for the attack. Burrows up. A little bit too far away, though, with the lurkers on the bottom side, but he kills the tank, kills a couple of Marines. Marines pull back. A lot of his lurkers do go down as well, but HamburgerSasu successfully defends. Now he's going to try again. So lurkerings. One lurker goes down. Pulls back the Marines just in time. He's at the safe distance. He's getting burrow upgrade as well. Getting 2 more hatches there on the bottom side. Pulls back the lurkers just in case. GangnamLife really is playing as fast as he can. He's at almost 400 APM. Something we don't often see from him. Usually he starts to slow down at the 8-minute mark, but he's still above 350, which is very fast for his doing. Usually he goes up to about 250 as the game goes on. He starts high, goes lower. HamburgerSasu starts high, stays high. HamburgerSasu is getting a very good combination of units here. A lot of Zerglings, more lurkers on the way as well. He's getting a Queen's Nest as well for a hive, because he needs, just like GangnamLife did last game, he needs Consume and Defilers. He goes in with the attack. Just before reinforcements arrive. Burrows up right next to the Marines, pull back towards the choke point. Very good move there. Very good move, goes in. Oh, he's not going in yet. He's not going in yet. There's too many Marines, too many tanks. They're inside that choke point for HamburgerSasu to move into. There comes the scan. Oh, that's a lot of damage there on the lurkers. And now the Marines are on the chase. Going to try to take one of them down. There's so many lurkers there in the middle. He's splitting up. He's going to try to go for a split attack. From the top and from the front, from the side. He's going to try to kill something. He's trying. There comes the vessel. Going to try to box those Marines are on the corner in. Try to box them in. Vessel there in the front protecting them. This is so well played from GangnamLife. This is so well played, but also so well played from HamburgerSasu. He corners the Marines. Marines all do go down, but all the Zerglings have been cleaned out as well. He's now on 35 drones. Almost got the high finish there in the back. He's getting Carapace upgrade as well. I think he finished level... Oh no! There's the vessel with the Radiate. Burrow, burrow, burrow. Come on. He burrows just in time. The one thing that GangnamLife forgot to do last game. HamburgerSasu does with great success. Burrowing up his drones. Keeping his drones alive. But the game here, though, is still very much in favor of GangnamLife, whose macro is absolutely off the... It's insane macro. Honestly, the macro is insane. Look at how quickly he's putting them all to work. Right, so he goes in for the attack once again. A lot of Zerglings, a lot of lurkers there in the front. He's getting in, he's going on top of all those units there. Lurks in the back, so they're a little too far away. Marines pull back. Marines pull back, tanks pull back. Vessels in the air. Yeah, the lurkers were a little bit too far away to really deal crippling amounts of damage to the Marines there. They simply pulled back. Very quick retreat there from GangnamLife. Now he has to wait a little bit longer for more tanks and Marines to arrive here before he can try to push forward. Although, wait, that's Vessels. Vessels going in for the Radiate. As he radiates the vessel itself, burrows up. There's no anti-air anywhere to be seen. He's got some hiders on the way to try and deal with this, but this slows him down a lot. All his drones are burrowed, and he needs a Defiler, and he needs Consume, which he at the moment cannot produce or get or upgrade. Game not looking too great for him. He unburrows. He unburrowed a little bit early, so he took some damage on the drones, but the drones do mostly stay alive, so that does work out just fine. Wait, let me just fix this. GangnamLife pushing forward with the attack. HamburgerSasu trying to buy time for Defiler Swarm, but oh, there's still so much time left for... He can't afford Consume. He's got Defilers on the way, but he doesn't have Consume on the way. Goes in for the attack there onto this. Oh, this is such a dangerous situation. So many Marines coming in for the attack. Tanks there in the back supporting. Goes in for the attack. Goes in for the attack. Lurkers burrowing up a little bit too far away once again. Too far away from the Marines. Marines are not in danger at the moment. Most of the Lurkers do go down because there's so many tanks and detection as well. Loses most of them. Game's looking pretty bad there. Doesn't have Consume. Doesn't have Consume. So yeah, he forgot to get Consume, I think. If he had gotten Consume at the same time as making the Defilers, he would have had like 5 seconds. Or he wouldn't have had enough time. The game would, regardless of whether he got Consume at the same time as Defiler, Consume takes a little bit longer to upgrade than Defiler, so he wouldn't have had time to consume Zerglings, get his units into position, get a Dark Swarm down, get his Lurkers in there, and save his life. The tanks would have sieged up there, regardless of the situation, and would have killed the drones with the scan. Drones can burrow up, but if you scan them, they still die to tank fire. This game was definitively over. GangnamLife played this very well. He played very controlled. He had great reactions, great movements, and was very patient. Played it very patiently. But so far, honestly, I expected all these wins so far to happen. I expected the Protosses to beat the Terrans. I expected the Terrans to beat the Zerg. So no upsets or big surprises at the moment. Everything is going exactly as it should. And GangnamLife takes game number 4. Score is 2-2 for both players. And that means that tomorrow we're going to look at game number 5. Maybe 6. Maybe 7 and 8. Who knows how many more games there are left. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you will come back soon. And before I leave, I'm going to update the score here for both players going to get a win. So 2 wins for Burger Boy and 2 wins for Gangnam Boy. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I just hope you return next video to enjoy this gameplay together with me. Thank you for watching.